Hey, what's up, moviegoers, and welcome to yet again another Wednesday movie reviews, Cinema Thursdays. Today's Cinema Thursday is on Pacific Rim, which is directed by Guillermo del Toro, stars Charlie Hunnam as Raleigh Beckett, Idris Elba as Decker Pentecost, Ringo Kikuchi as Malcolm Morai, Charlie Day as Dr. Newton Geisler, Baron Gorman as Dr. Herman Gottlieb, Max Martini as Turk Henson, Robert Kaczynski as Chuck Henson, Ellen McLean as Jaeger AI voice. The Jaegers are basically this giant robots that are created to, after a seemingly non-stop battle, non-stop devastation of kaijus to attack cities around the world after they came from the Pacific Ocean through a fissure-type portal underneath the ocean. And when the Jaeger program first started, it used one pilot, but it was too overwhelming to control with only one person, so a thing called the drift was created so two pilots can connect their minds together. Dr. Raleigh Beckett, the brother of a dead but successful Jaeger co-pilot, along with him, whose brother died in battle against a kaiju who managed to rip through the Jaeger's metal head and rip out his brother. And Raleigh becoming one of the few who successfully managed to miscontrol a kaiju to where he did a long ways with only having himself as the pilot. Years later, the Jaeger program is almost shut down, and funding is given only for 8 months in which the wall to be completed. And the small Jaeger team is moved to the Shatterdome, which is their new base. And throughout the majority of the movie have the Jaeger team going 3 different places. The doctors are studying the kaijus, finding out their plans, which easy to guess is to send in more invaders that are going to be harder to fight against and eventually destroy the Earth. The commander and others staying at the bridge, controlling the whole thing, and the Jaeger team, which is to send a nuclear bomb into the portal and close the portal from the other side. And as can be imagined, it's going to be very hard to make it happen with the kaiju strengths growing. During a connection with his co-pilot, was played by Rinko Kikuchi, he discovers a painful memory of hers in which she was a little girl during a kaiju attack, in which Idris Elba's character saves her and becomes a father figure to her. She was orphaned. And this is one of the ways that this movie explores like the characters' backgrounds, enhancing its really good story. Granted, this is a movie with a lot of Godzilla monster type size fights, but it has way better of a story than such movies. And the visual effects themselves are very amazing. The visual effects have like the details for the creating of the putting together the robots to enter the head. They power up, connect through the drift. Yeah, it comes down like a big spherical elevator down to the rest of it, and it's like really amazing detail. And as amazing it is in 2D, it's even more amazing all this visual effects being seen in 3D, which I would know because I saw both ways due to the fact of the people renting the theater room putting on the wrong version at first. Anyhow, and also the lighting detail is the amazing lighting detail can be seen during the power up of the Jaegers, and also like the lighting in the mouth of the kaijus as well. So this movie has amazing visual effects, basically. I did come out wondering why, how newer versions of Jaegers were able to get destroyed more easily than an older version. Granted, due to the fact, I grant them that they were able to explain about power systems being different, like one being electrical and that's able to be shut down by a EMP wave that the kaiju sent off at one point in the movie. But it still doesn't explain how the older Jaeger, the Gypsy Danger, was able to make it past all these kaijus, while more newer ones are probably more sophisticated than the older ones weren't. But besides this one fact, I was able to follow the story enough and be able to follow the story very easily without much questions about some stuff that they show in the story. And I was really shocked to find out that it didn't do as well in America as they had hoped for, seeing as how great the graphics were alone, and also having a very great story. Anyhow, and I would say that if they can be able to figure out a good way to go for a sequel, I would say go for it. But this movie would be very hard to top. And so either they're going to make something even lower quality than this. Same quality as this. And those would be the easy options of how to deal with, but being able to top this is not going to be easy, as how the visual effects alone were very excellent, and the story also very excellent. Due to this, on a rating scale of 1 star being poor and 5 stars being excellent, I would have to give this movie a solid 5 stars. That's all for today, moviegoers. I have another week's worth of reviews coming at a earlier time than usual. The last of which will probably be on Tuesday, maybe Monday at the earliest, for wrapping up next week's amount of reviews. But anyhow, you can expect a review on The Conjuring for the next Cinema Thursday, and other than that, that's all I've got planned for next week's amount of stuff. Until then, have a good rest of the day, and we'll catch you later, moviegoers. Bye.